Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on Earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Welcome to episode 48 of the Disney Vibes Podcast. I'm Andrew.
I'm Heather.
Are you sure? I caught you off guard.
Yes, you did.
A little bit.
It's all good.
That's all right. Disney Vibes brought to you by Magical Destinations Travel. You like us, our content, our show. Show your support by booking your next Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise. Anything Disney, Aulani, Universal, Cruises, anything you need, we have at Sandals, right? Beaches, all of it.
Yeah.
So you want to go to the Caribbean and all-inclusive, we got you covered. BookMDTravel.com. It costs you nothing. And, of course, you can download the Disney Vibes podcast wherever you get your podcast from. If you like the content, provide that feedback and a rating. We greatly appreciate your support. Heather, how are you feeling?
Wonderful, great, fantastic.
Isn't there like 5 more words
Wonderful,
that they say?
Great, fantastic. What?
In Mary Poppins?
I don't know. Bippity, but no, bippity boppity boo.
Nope, wrong
movie.
Wrong movie.
Oh, God. All right, moving on.
All right, you got a joke?
I do. I feel, I don't know if I've done this one before, but we're going to try it.
That's all right. You say I always reuse my stuff, so.
All right, is BB hungry?
No, he just ate.
No, BB ate. No,
Yeah,
BB ate. No, say BB ate.
Yeah, I think
All right, I got another one, though. Hold on. There's another one right here. How do you ask Scar to stop being so mean?
I don't know this one.
Be a bit more sympathetic.
Okay, play on words. There you go. All right, here you go. I'm gonna make sure I tickle your fancy here. Are you ready? Would you rather have clothes like Cruella de Vil or clothes like Maleficent?
Oh gosh, I don't know. They're both black.
Got it. Gotcha.
But I love puppies, so I can't say Cruella because she makes her clothes from the coats of the. Oh my God, this is terrible. Maleficent.
You see how quickly she went off the rails there?
God. Oh, no way. Oh, the poor babies. I don't like that one.
Okay.
I don't like that one.
Anyway, it was just a question. I understand. You don't like fur. I got it. All right, let's go right.
Fur.
Right into the news. Right, so things just got merrier for Disney Cruise Line 2023 holiday voyages. Merry and bright, magical enhancements are coming to the Disney Cruise Line. They have announced their 2024 fall itineraries for even more magical family vacations at sea. And I would love to go during the fall, I'm going to be honest, or Christmas.
We've never done a cruise that wasn't during the summer. No, it is hard.
As teachers, so you can't really get off. But they also have brand new entertainment coming to the very Merrytime cruises in 2023. So you want to trade in that white snow for white sand beaches? Yes, of course. Disney Cruise Line provides that perfect tropical setting for a family holiday getaway. So here they have 2 brand new entertainment experiences. Disney characters dressed in jolly new looks and fun-filled activities for the whole family. The high seas will be brimming with the spirit of the holidays starting later this year. They have a new tree lighting ceremony on the first night of all very Merrytime sailings. Guests will gather around the 3-deck tall tree. 3 decks. Think about that.
3-deck tall tree.
3 decks of the cruise ship.
No, I understand that.
You're envisioning it. Got it. In the ship's atrium for a brand new tree lighting ceremony. Mickey Mouse, Minnie, Goofy will invite families to sing along to classic holiday tunes, followed by a countdown that will not only make the tree merry and bright, but also introduce the guests of honor for the cruise. They also have Deck the Halls at Mickey and Minnie's Holiday Party. This is another brand new experience on these specialty sailings. It's going to invite families to the upper decks for a one-of-a-kind celebration at sea, filled with tidings of good cheer. The high-energy deck party thrown by Mickey and Minnie will feature favorite Disney friends as they celebrate friendship, love, and family with a fresh mix of classic and original holiday songs. And everybody will be in their Hawaiian shirts probably, right? Think about it. It's going to be warm.
No, I know.
That's the hard part for me with Christmas.
Okay, so I was thinking of the first time I was ever in Florida around Christmas time. It was just so bizarre to see like I think it was a Santa decoration, like
dressed up.
Yeah, but next to a palm tree, and I was like, oh my gosh! And we're from New York, so it's like you like those just don't go together. It's not like peanut butter and jelly. It's like peanut butter and I don't know, hot sauce,
spaghetti.
Ugh. I guess. No, it just does not go together. I know.
That's why I made you say ugh.
But I was just looking at, so these cruise lines they sail from Florida and California.
Correct. Yep. So, and I mean, eventually I'd like to go. It's, it's always tough to get around the holidays. It's just tough to get away. You don't know with weather in the Northeast. I mean, heck, the last couple weeks have been crazy with thunderstorms screwing up travel. Forget snowstorms.
No, and that's something I think we talked about it. Just in general, you have to keep in mind whenever you're taking a cruise, give yourself at least a day or two to get to your destination, because you never know with traveling anymore. With flights, actually, we've seen it now. Flights are they're not dependable anymore.
At some point, it's like, all right, I'm driving.
Right. But also, here's my other question. So, say if you wanted to take a cruise, but it's like the day after Christmas, do they just, they don't, they don't do Christmas themed anymore. It's like the day after, right?
I don't know the dates of the Very Merrytime cruises. I would think you're correct, but I don't know specifically.
I'd be like, extend it one more day. Santa has to come to the ocean to find us.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. But all right, so anyways, Disney Cruise Line is also setting sail from a new South Florida home in Fort Lauderdale, offering 4- and 5-night Very Merrytime cruises aboard the Dream to the Western Caribbean and the Bahamas. And then obviously the Wish and the Fantasy will continue sailing from Port Canaveral to the Bahamas and the Caribbean. The Magic will set sail to Baja and the Mexican Riviera from San Diego for holiday sailings before wrapping up the season in Galveston, Texas, with Very Merrytime cruises to the Western Caribbean. San Diego sounds interesting to me.
San Diego. What do you mean?
I'm going to go on a cruise out of San Diego. Oh, my sister's out there. Fly, go, done. Christmas with the family.
Did we do that last time? No. Well, not Disney.
Not Disney.
But we did go.
We were on Carnival. Out. Yeah, we went on Baja. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Christmas cruising, Very Merrytime. Lots coming up. And they also announced the, which I'm going to go right into, is the Halloween on the High Seas. So spooky fun and merry magic await Disney Cruise Line guests on Halloween and holiday cruises in the fall of 2024. They have now been announced for the return of Halloween on the High Seas and the Very Merrytime cruises. These are rare itineraries they're also having to Hawaii and the South Pacific. Can't wait. I want to just go. That's probably like a 16-night cruise. Then more opportunities. It's going to also, you'll be able to visit Disney's newest island destination in the Bahamas, right? And families will have the chance to experience the fall seasons at sea in new and exciting ways. So all of those bookings are now available for anybody who would like to book their cruise for 2024. They are now available. So you are definitely able to call your agent, bookmdtravel.com, reach out, and get that. So Halloween on the High Seas will be from mid-September through October of 2024. They have all kinds of special sailings on select cruises across the fleet with a host of added entertainment. You get to dress up, join Disney characters in their costumes, dance the night away at the spooky celebration on the upper decks, enjoy spine-tingling themed food and beverages, and immerse yourself in a ghostly ship takeover with elaborate decor and a magical pumpkin tree. So the Wish will be doing it, obviously, the Disney Wish, the Fantasy. The Magic will be out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for that as well. The Magic and the Fantasy will also include a chance for families to discover fun and relaxation at Disney's newest destination in the Bahamas, Lighthouse Point. So that will be for 2024. The longer cruises will be going there. The Wish will still only go to Castaway Cay, it looks, as of now. Very Merrytime says through December, Heather. So mid-November through December 2024.
Interesting.
The Disney Cruise Line fleet will be decked from bow to stern with holiday cheer and entertainment during the Very Merrytime cruises. Pretty much the same thing that we had just talked about, but they do have the Wish from Port Canaveral and 4- and 5-night cruises to the Bahamas and Caribbean from Fort Lauderdale aboard the Disney Dream. The Fantasy will also only do a 4-night Very Merrytime sailing to the Bahamas, and then also have a few that are longer 6- and 7-night itineraries in November and December. And of course, again, Lighthouse Point will be included on those longer cruise destination ships, the length of time. Galveston, Texas will have a couple with the Disney Magic, 4 to 6 nights ranging. And then the special sailings to Hawaii and the South Pacific. These are bucket list itineraries. The Wonder will sail from Vancouver, Canada, to Honolulu, Hawaii in late September, with stops on the islands of Kauai, Maui, and Hawaii before arriving in Oahu. And from Hawaii, the Disney Wonder will embark on a trans-Pacific voyage to Sydney, Australia, that will take families through the South Pacific to visit once-in-a-lifetime destinations such as Fiji, American Samoa, and New Caledonia. So that's kind of, and then they're also going to have their second season of vacations from Australia and New Zealand, for those families in that region. So that's a cool cruise, though. I know it's long.
I need to look at a map because you're talking about Canada going all the way to
No. Go Canada to Hawaii. That's one cruise.
No, I know, but
and then
it's
Hawaii
far.
to the South Pacific.
Canada to Hawaii. No? I need a map.
I mean,
that's a long cruise. You're talking about Canada, like above us, north, and you're going all the way to what, West Coast, and then down. Well, down in the West Coast.
I think you're just going west. You're not going down the coast. I mean, you're going to go southwest.
Right. Well, down south. Yes. Andrew understands my directional
it's 9 nights.
Language.
9 nights.
That's not all right. Well, I mean,
and you're also going to 3 islands, all in Hawaii. So you're going around the Hawaiian Islands there too.
I wonder how many days does it take to get there? It's got to be what, 3 days maybe?
Well, they're going to slow it down. You got to remember, you don't also have
3 days at sea.
Right, and you're not going to any of Disney's private islands.
No.
So, it's 13 nights from Honolulu to Sydney, so 2 weeks pretty much.
13. No, that's
they have a 13-night and a 15-night, correct.
No, I was talking about Canada though. So so those are the variations.
Right. So 10-night Hawaiian cruise, Vancouver ending in Honolulu, right? 10 or 9. Most of them are 10, it looks like.
An ending in Honolulu?
And in Hawaii. Get on in Canada, folks. This is just...
No, but okay, so you're not going there and back. You're just going there.
You're just going there. Yes.
Oh.
You're not returning to the same port. You get off in Hawaii.
Okay.
You understand now?
I do. I didn't know that to begin with.
Otherwise, you're right. And then it's like anyways between 13 to 15 nights from Honolulu to Sydney.
Jeez.
Let's
go.
go.
Travel. Oh. That's a
2
lot.
weeks on a
That's
cruise.
That's a lot. Oh, my God. 2 weeks with you confined in, like, tight quarters?
See what I'm dealing with here?
I don't know. That's a long time.
All right, moving right along. Now that we've been off the rails about geography of the Pacific Ocean for Heather here. Something exciting coming to Disneyland and Disney California Adventure Park is Rogers the Musical. So if you are a Marvel fan, it'll be at the Hyperion Theater. Here's what you need to know. It will start, it's already started through August 31st, and it's basically going to have the classic tale of heroes, time travel, and romance, and have the talented cast of singers and dancers telling the story of Steve Rogers, Captain America, the original movie, joined by Peggy Carter, Nick Fury, and select members of the Avengers, and that's what they're going to do. So if you remember how the movie got into play, remember there was all the fanfare of Captain America, and he was they were just showing. He wasn't really a soldier at that point in the beginning. They have now put this strictly into a musical. It'll be performed several times per day, Tuesday through Saturday, most weeks during its limited time engagement this summer. And you'll be able to use a virtual queue system for this, available only via the Disneyland app. So that tells you right there, it's going to be a hot ticket. And they will, virtual queue will start at 10:30 a.m. For the first 2 showtimes of the day and 2 p.m. for the remaining showtimes of the day. So if you're heading out to Disneyland, this is something you definitely want to check out. And they also have, of course, limited time food and beverages fit for the super soldier, the red, white, and blue, shake and popcorn and all kinds of commemorative offerings and merch that are going to salute the show.
That's cool. I'd watch.
We're going to watch it.
Figure it out. Yeah.
We'll
do it.
Yeah.
Yes!
As long as we can get in, but we should be able to. Yeah,
that sandwich looks like it's on a pretzel roll. Looks phenomenal.
Pretzel rolls are awesome.
They're so good. They're so bad, but they're so good. Hold on, I need to know what that's called. Hold on. Cherry vanilla shake. Oh, it's a pastrami. It's a sausage and pepperoni wrap. No, a pastrami pretzel dog.
But do you like pastrami? Because, let's talk for a second. I mean, I'm a big fan of pastrami, whether you have a Reuben or a regular.
Yeah.
Boardwalk Deli's where it's at with the pastrami sandwich. Not going coast to coast here, but I'm going to
we can get it while we go Florida.
Of course, yeah. I mean, listen, yeah. I mean, there's certain food that doesn't matter what time of year it is. I need to keep going to Disney World special places. Like our kids love the Ohana noodles. I think everybody loves the Ohana noodles, but they were talking about that the other day. Specifically, Sophia was all about it. And Jameson wants a steak, and I don't know if we'll get to Grand Floridian Cafe this time.
Floridian, he goes.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to, where was it? What was in America? What's the cafe that he likes? Where was
Grand Floridian.
No, the restaurant.
Grand Floridian Cafe.
Okay. The cafe at Grand Floridian. Got it. So
that's not what it's called. It's called Grand Floridian Cafe.
I got it. I got it. We're like, I don't know, buddy. Well, and then we pivoted to, what about Ohana?
And you want sushi anyways. So if we can get to the new sushi restaurant, we will.
All right.
I know we talked a lot about deals, but there is a summer 2023 crowd stagnation and surprise slowdown at Disney World. And if you follow any of the socials, you are seeing that the crowds are really a tale of 2 months. So the final June wait times and how they compare to normal, and the holiday weekend surprise to kick off, the 4th of July, which passed with Independence Day. But spring break had highs and lows, right? But was generally slower than last year when you look at wait times. The peaks predictably happened in mid-March around Central Florida's recesses, and then, of course, leading up to Easter when everybody else usually has some time off. So, but now, like summer, it is a slowdown. And, the CFO, Christine McCarthy, right? We know she made a lot of news for her comments about people's waistlines, right? Remember her? Mm-hmm. Anyway, she departed. She left. She quit. So for other reasons. But they are basically saying that there is a drop in demand, even as Disneyland attendance stays strong, right? Disney World has definitely fallen off. So that is why you're seeing all these aggressive discounts for travel from the rest of this year. It's also, we know that revenge travel is officially over at Walt Disney World. We said, like, people couldn't travel for a while. Now people are done. They're done. They're going wherever they want to go.
Right.
So, with ride, wait times and everything lower, it may not be terrible to go to Disney. You're getting some decent deals. So depending upon when you want to go, this is the time to start looking at it. Because last year it was even higher numbers. And it'll be interesting when we go to see how much of a difference, because it wasn't bad last year in August when we went, right?
So, no, it wasn't. And I was actually just thinking, we've been there when they actually were at capacity during July 4th a couple years ago. That was tight, for sure. I think I cried that trip because it was just too much. And
not because of the capacity.
No, it just was a lot of going. But last year when we went, again, like when we go, there's never anything that we don't do that we're like, oh, we're going to do this. Like, we make it happen. And I feel like
without overextending ourselves.
Right. And I think the crowds have never been a deterrent for us with not being able to do it. Maybe one time, I think this past time we went in January, we couldn't go to maybe Splash Mountain because it was down or something was down. So when I look at it that way...
Well, no, it wasn't down. It was the last weekend before it closed.
No, but there was something that we couldn't do. But anyways, that was in January. But anytime, we only typically go in the summertime when it's hot. That should not be a super deterrent from you, not unless you have any medical conditions that trigger that, you're more susceptible of being warm. But we have all these different ideas on how you can keep cool and, what you need to bring. But again, just because you go in the summertime doesn't mean you can't get everything done.
Correct. And here's what I would say. There are a ton of people, websites out there that are charting numbers and ride wait times, on an average. Like, you can look at the aggregate numbers over time. And basically they're saying, so for the Independence Day holiday that just passed, it was about a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Is what they're saying. And last year it was about 8 or 9 out of 10. Magic Kingdom Hollywood Studios. So it's a big drop. Big drop. There have been some 7 out of 10 days, overall throughout Walt Disney World wide. And a handful, of course, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, 8 out of 10. But no park so far this summer has hit 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 capacity. So that tells you that the trend of numbers is down.
See, now let's take a peek at this. And I'm not saying I have any research behind it. Could it be the fact that people Well, 50th anniversary is kind of dwindling down.
Well, it's done.
Okay,
50th anniversary is over.
It's over.
We're on the 100th, but
right.
yeah.
So you don't have that pull. I mean, I really don't know how many people are like, we're going to Disney because it's the 50th anniversary. Maybe, sure, why not? So there's that. Again, the revenge.
It's over.
Travel's over, but it could still be the fact that a lot of people had these, this taste in their mouth from the old CEO that was like, we're doing X, Y, and Z, and yeah, we're slowly getting it back. But once you kind of announced all these things that were not in the in favor of your guest experience, I don't know.
It could be. I don't know if it's attributed to that because it's not just Disney. Universal's down now too.
Oh,
so they were doing much better,
Good
but
point.
Universal is down as well. Looking at their numbers, they're pulling 5 or 6s out of 10 over the holiday weekend. When you look at these trends of crowds, so I don't know. People are doing other things possibly, But Universal's also now busting out its discount playbook.
Yeah.
There's a ton of deals, to stay there. And they also now have a new annual pass deal where you get 3 months free on any pass offer. So basically, you get 15 months for the price of 12 on the Universal annual pass, and renewals on all of Universal's 4 tiers of annual passes. So, and if you're visiting, there's a lot of deals for those annual pass holders as well. So it is going to be interesting to see how this affects the Genie Plus price, which we're going to get into in a minute. Right, the debut per park Genie Plus, it was $27 a day, and then it dropped to $25 the very next day, right, to see what's going on. But then July 3rd, it went back up to $29. So the wait time data is going to, it's going to be interesting to see how these prices are, indicating trends over, pretty much the rest of the year. Because if the prices go up, then we know, and the deals are starting to fall off, then we know that people are going. But if they start offering more and more deals, people are not going to be attending or going to Disney World. They'd have to get more people in the parks.
You get more people in the park. I am, because this is why I'm not a good business person, everyone. So if you have people attending, are you going to be greedy and skyrocket the price of Genie Plus? So if you see it increase, ideally it's because there's the demand, and you're going to...
In theory.
I'm not a good business person. I don't like that.
In theory. But listen, the cause of everything is impossible to pinpoint what the one factor is into why the numbers... Okay, yes, the pandemic, there was, of course, a surge because people couldn't go. Right? And we saw that even with DVC, you couldn't borrow ahead in your points. Now... everything's back to normal with Disney Vacation Club members as well. So the other thing is Walt Disney's company reputation has taken a big hit in the last 2+ years, which you kind of just alluded to, and it could be a contributing factor. The guest satisfaction, consumer unfriendly practices, and everything else that's been going on with Walt Disney World that's alienated some fans and casual visitors could be coming back to bite them, and this would be the only way. But it's difficult to say that when Universal Orlando's experiencing the same thing. So I think it's just people overall that it's, people are just like, I'm going to Universal, I'm leaving Disney, but it's not evident that that's happening with the numbers.
So the amusement park experience in the South, because you said Disneyland is not being affected.
Correct. West Coast is fine so far.
Interesting.
Yeah, and travel demand has remained resilient, but I think a lot of it also is the economy. You can offer as many deals as you want, but people got to put food on their tables and pay the rent. That's what it comes down to, or the mortgage.
Well, there's that. And again, I'm telling you, it's very challenging now to try to fly and hope and get there.
Gas prices are high. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now with that. And it's going to be interesting to see how Walt Disney World has, whether it's an average summer overall. I mean, we're just really kicking it off, if you think about it, with the Independence holiday. So let's see how it goes until about Labor Day. But if the peak numbers are 6 out of 10 for the summer season, that's below average. It's definitely showing the trends of a slowdown, right, at Walt Disney World. And then schools go back. It may be even, when we get there, it could be lower. And then we'll see what happens in the off season. Early fall is always some degree of slow.
Right.
So those discounts, right, could help the bookings, even though the wait, with the wait times and everything like that. But these 2 months, and mid-August through end of September, let's say, let's see how it goes. They're usually objectively slow.
Right. Well, even just those trends that I saw there, it looked like amongst the most busiest, wait times was, obviously in January 1st or so, like the holiday.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there was February, so that President's Week.
Yep.
It looked like,
Midwinter
recess, in April,
spring
so it
break.
had to be.
So Florida has their recess usually in March, Southern
April.
schools.
Yeah.
And then they're always before Easter typically because they get out earlier in May than the schools in the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really interesting to see what's going to happen for 2024. Who knows?
Okay.
All right. Everybody's favorite, Genie Plus. The new update to Disney Genie Plus service at Walt Disney World, which we just kind of touched based on. We mentioned all the changes that they're making with coming in January. We know Disney Dining Plan's coming back, right, as a refresher. We know that the park reservation system is going away as well. We know that they changed dining reservations that you can cancel up to 2 hours prior instead of 24 hours prior. So they're always looking for ways to simplify the Disney Genie Plus service, including offering the ability to plan before the day of your visit, right, which you used to be able to do with FastPass. And that's what many guests have asked for. So they're basically what they're going to do is they're going to improve this experience for guests using the service as it exists today, and they're going to make that update. So as of now, you will now purchase Disney Genie Plus service based on how you want to visit. So you'll be able to select either a single park option or a multiple park option, subject to availability, which with numbers should be okay. And then with that update, prices may now be lower at some Walt Disney World theme parks compared to others. Guests will continue to be able to purchase Disney Genie Plus service through the My Disney Experience app on the day of their visit. So there will be more, obviously, updates as they come out. We will be able to give you more information, intel about that. But overall, the thing with Disney Genie Plus, it's going to do pretty much everything. The one difference, if we talk about between Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort, is you get the downloads from the day of the visit for the Photo Pass at Disneyland. You don't get them. You get them from the last day of the visit at Walt Disney World overall for that. I don't know. I still think it depends upon the park. I'm sticking with that if you need it or not.
Oh, I think 100%. I'm actually looking through the app right now to see if I could see any of that. I mean, I've seen through the socials. Like,
have you updated the app recently? I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I don't know. I mean, no, not really. But I have seen how it's structured where it says, which park do you want and yada, yada, yada. But
so then it is updated if it's asking you a specific park.
Well,
right.
no, see right here. It says purchase for today, Genie Plus. And I'm at Magic Kingdom. And I have the wait times here. Barnstormer, you have 25 minutes for standby. Genie Plus, you can get on at 12:40, which is in 8 minutes. All right.
From now, not from when you're listening.
Right. So hold on. So if I purchase for today, what happens if I click it?
No, you're not in the park. Please
no.
Don't
I know.
buy it.
I want to know how much it is.
I don't know if it'll tell you the price.
Get Disney Genie Plus service. It doesn't tell me.
Right, because it's looking at location wise. It's probably it's connected to your Bluetooth.
And it gives you a quick overview. Oh, see, tip board. Yes, I know that. Yes, I know that. And I know that too. Okay. Additional tips.
With everything hitting, you know what I'm going to say real quick? You know what they're going to bring back? Magical Express.
I hope so.
I don't think they will. Well, it makes the magic. Everybody likes the magic.
Oh, my gosh.
I understand it'll hurt these other companies, but, I do think that that's what they need to do is they need to start that. But we'll see. All right. Are you done looking?
I am. I'm just looking around now.
Now you're just having fun starting to plan. But advanced booking of Lightning Lanes is coming to Genie Plus at Walt Disney World, and that was announced. And I'm assuming it's going to arrive in January 2024, same as the dining plans coming back. So like January 9th, that date right after the holiday. And again, it's going to overhaul the system, so there will be problems and things are going to change. So stay updated and tuned here, with how we can help you out, in regards to that. But the parks, basically, Disney Genie Plus, when it started, was what, $15, right, a day per person? Animal Kingdom is now like 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Epcot's 18. Hollywood Studios is 22. Magic Kingdom is 25. And then
now I would have thought that would have been different, like switched. I was just thinking which one would be the more popular.
Well, Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios are always going to be busier than Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
I understand that.
So
I feel like
and it's $25 if you want multiple parks, is what they're doing.
Oh.
And you still have to have a park hopper. Remember that.
Correct. But do you still have to wait until after 2, or is that done?
Yes, as of now, you do.
Holy moly. So then even when we go, because they announced that a while ago, but it wasn't in effect until...
Yeah, I think it was... we got to fact check that because I don't remember now. There's been so many announcements with it overall. But what I would say is, when it comes to Genie Plus, depending upon what you see value in, because it is an added expense of a family of 4 of $100 a day, let's just say on average. $500 extra to your trip right there. And that does include individual Lightning Lane purchases if you want them. So that is the big thing that I'd say is, and I don't think it's needed. This is just me for Animal Kingdom, and I don't think it's really needed for Epcot. If you can get the virtual queue at Guardians, right? Simple. Or you pay per ride. You could pay, it'd be cheaper. I don't think you need to spend that much. The biggest rides you're going to wait time-wise is what? Is Test Track.
Remy.
Maybe Remy, right, depending upon the time, and Guardians.
But also your strategy there is you stay on property.
Oh, you jump right
get
into
on
Remy.
earlier. Yep.
Right. So, I don't know. That would be, that would be what I would say. And again, all the list of attractions are there. Obviously, for Genie Plus, Guardians of the Galaxy is not on there. At Epcot, Seven Dwarf Mine Train is not as part of your Genie Plus. You're paying extras or waiting for these anyway. And Rise of the Resistance is not on there. And is there another one? No, that's it. I'm thinking at Hollywood Studios. That's the only one not on there.
Slinky?
Slinky's on.
Okay.
Slinky's on. And then Animal Kingdom, I think they're all on. Maybe not. Flight of Passage. That's the one that's not. So it's going to be continued. We'll rank stuff and how you should do them in a future episode. But the big thing, Genie Plus changes are coming, so you can plan it out ahead of time. If you're going in January 2024, you'll be able to do that. You would not have to get up at 7 a.m. then, right? When that time comes in January 2024, and, we'll keep you posted on, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of changes and glitches in the system as we move through and they make more announcements. Yes.
I just saw here, it said beginning January 9th, 2024, theme park reservations will no longer be required for date-based tickets. So, but it still says guests will be able to visit their next park starting at 2 p.m. So that 2 p.m. is still there. It's just that you do not need to reserve which park you're starting at.
Right. So the reservation system's going bye-bye.
Right.
Come January. Got it. All right. We're going to have another episode soon.
Yeah.
Prime Day's coming.
It is.
Okay, so we're going to give you your top items that you will need for your Disney or Universal trip. That will be helpful in these parks. Actually, it's any park, but specifically those two in Florida.
Yep.
So what do you got for final thoughts, Heather?
No, just be sure to reach out to us. You can find us at our website, bookmdtravel.com. On Instagram, Magical Destinations Travel, And thank you. And then Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel, Twitter, Magical Desk Trav, and on YouTube at Disney Vibes, or you can just put in Magical Destinations Travel Company.
Yep, that'll come in. Yep. That's right. And subscribe and like us. We'll go live automatically so you get updates right away. Obviously, add feedback and reviews. We appreciate that support. Till the next time, let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney Vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.